Butker is set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cunningham to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Bush. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings!
Minnesota.
Reggie Bush, 35 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kick
well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run here with Bo. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A gain of 5.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. He'll drop this down to Jackson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. A first carry now for Reggie Bush. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Cowboys 3.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
And he showed off yet again those elite cover skills that make him one of the greatest to ever play the cornerback position. If you're going to throw it anywhere in his vicinity, you obviously have to be on the high alert because he's a tremendous athlete.
Boy, a great athlete indeed. He can pretty much do anything. In fact, he's the only person to have both a reception and an interception in Super Bowl history. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
7-yard line.
From the gun, Cunningham escaping the pressure right. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Brings up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Cunningham. This will be caught by Harold Carmichael. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
That's another Cowboys. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. They run on first down with Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Down Minnesota.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Cowboys 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Jackson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 39-yard line.
Let him know. He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Check safety.
To throw on second down. Cunningham. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know,
and now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
26 mark. Hey, let's get that.
A final shot before break. Cunningham. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
36. Switch it. Come on, switch it. It's a safety creep. Hey, hold.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Terry McLaurin.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Allen. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen again. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
To Terry McLaurin.
A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Allen to throw once more. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, 30 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, Jackson. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of it.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun. Cunningham letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He was covered.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So after the INT, it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
To try again after the sack. Allen over the middle, complete. It's Bush.
Allen.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From midfield, here's Allen. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Allen to throw it. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
James on the coverage.
26 Mike. Here we go. Check. Fresno. Check 43. Deuce.
To throw on 3rd down. Cunningham.
Check.
And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
On 4th down, Cunningham. And that is incomplete. RC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
It's a turnover on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So Allen's going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, This is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Cunningham. They set up the screen to Bo. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. The gun here. It's Cunningham eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The veteran Andre Johnson, the target on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Football on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
3 plays, and
they do go for it. It's Brady. It's caught. Jones.
Brady's pass.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. Still going, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Cowboy. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First down and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On first down, Jackson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Cunningham looking to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's good.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the carry, it's Jackson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
7-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Team 14. Visitors nothing.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4th down and 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a catch. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he finds Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Cunningham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Cunningham. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham, eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Here's Cunningham from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
On 4th down. Cunningham. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Jackson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Jackson. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Cunningham to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll run with Jackson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. Being chased out left. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback, Taking it in. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Lining up for the point.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham steps away to his left. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
Result is a 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
26 Mike. Here we go.
Now it's Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
At the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Cunningham looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown.
Touchdown.
Amari Cooper, 69 yards.
Jackson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, that could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the ground, this is Jackson. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got him in, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Terry McLaurin, 89 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw on 2nd down. Cunningham dancing to his left. From left side, complete to Sharp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Falcons 7, visitors nothing.
On first down, Jackson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Alexander on the tackle.
Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham, flush to his right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
2 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Cunningham. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, Cunningham escaping the pressure right. And Harold Carmichael complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Cunningham tosses quickly out wide. Harold Carmichael there to make the grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. We'll see what happens.
He completes it to Julio Jones. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Allen. Allen will be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
Allen now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
It certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And that pick just sets him up beautifully.